Alright, so I'm going to show you how to get up this block tower that you have to climb after you fight Kraid. If you're doing a casual playthrough, or you don't have any other ideas, you've probably seen people do this, and it will get you up there eventually, but sometimes you will get knocked down because reappearing blocks sometimes have hitboxes. They will bounce you away like that. Now, if you don't want to learn and practice this, you can just do this, you'll get up eventually. If you're fine with giving it a couple of attempts, spending maybe 5 minutes here, instead of save state grinding anything, you'll get up there eventually for a casual playthrough. But if you're speedrunning or you're replaying this game, you'll have a lot more fun and success if you practice doing it in a better way. Now, there are several ways to do this. I'm going to show you the way I do it. You can figure out your own way, but this is mine. Before we start, I want to talk about how these destructible blocks work. Now, as you could see earlier, sometimes they will have a hurt box and they will bounce you away, causing you to fall down. Some blocks don't, some blocks do. Sometimes it's black magic, who knows, but it's always a risk. Now, the other thing is that the game can only keep track of a certain number of destroyed blocks before you are unable to destroy anymore of them. See, when some blocks reappear, you can destroy more. Let's see if this, yeah, see. I think the same blocks hurt you every time, like certain blocks do and most of them don't. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to investigate that further. Now, for the climb, there are two components to this. The first one is to do a straight jump and then shoot 2 blocks like this and get in there. You don't want to get in too far. You want to just take one little step inside. Shoot up twice, and the other thing is the second step, I guess, is to do a straight jump out of the gap and do that 2-block shot again. Now, there's no easy way to tell you how to do this. You just have to practice it. And you have to get into the right position when you enter, because if you're too far out, you won't hit the block above you, and you'll have to readjust. If you go too far in, you're going to have a hard time jumping out of the gap. There's no way around this, it's just practice. I've spent hours on this tower, so that's what you're getting into. Now, don't ever spin jump, because when you're spin jumping, your first shot will go in the wrong direction, and it's going to be a lot harder to position Samus, because you can't drop straight down, and it's very hard to see where the bottom of her sprite is and where the arm cannon is. So don't spin jump at all climbing this tower. Avoid it at all costs. So you do this straight jump, destroy 2 blocks, destroy the 2 above you, and you do a jump out of the gap, and you can continue like this. Now, if you do that all the way up, you're going to reach a point where you can't destroy any more blocks because you're destroying too many too quickly. See, I'm messing this up because this is not how I do it. But eventually you're going to reach a block where you won't destroy it, and you have to wait for it, and the blocks below will catch up to you. You don't want that. So this is why we're using these gray tiles right here. When you get on top of those and you do another of these jumps where you shoot 2 blocks, you skip all these blocks. And also it's safer, it's faster, so we're using these gray tiles. This is one of those moments where you want to unmorph with up and A instead of tapping A twice, because you get a more consistent height. If you roll out of the block tower and you don't reach high enough to get on top of this gray tile, you're going to fall all the way down. Now, I do I shoot 4 blocks every time except for this. On this exact part right here, it's about where, if you're going fast, you're going to have destroyed so many blocks that you might not be able to shoot these two. So I just do 3 tiles there on that one specific spot. And the jump out of there is going to be a lot harder. Take a second to adjust Sam's position if you need to. It's a lot harder than doing a 4 tile gap, but you have to do one. And then you just continue like this, unmorph. That's a high one, so if you do double A there, it's very easy to fall down. Now, if I do this according to script, I almost never have a problem with that hitbox appearing on the top of the tower, because you saw how I got hit by something and fell down there. That's the hitbox of the reappearing blocks. They can wrap around from the bottom of the screen and hit you on top here. If you're going fast and you're doing it like this, it usually doesn't happen, but don't linger on top of the tower, because it might appear. This is the 3 tile gap. Roll out, and then don't linger on that block. Now, because a hurt box might appear around here and it will knock you all the way down. It's some kind of bug. It's not fair at all, but it's what you have to deal with. Now, don't spin jump for these 2 jumps right here, because it's going to be easy to overshoot and miss this tile. It's actually a harder jump than it looks if you're spin jumping. So do a straight jump, another straight jump, and you're out of there. That's it. Now, if you're doing 100%, you're going to have to pick up the item in the door to the left. This is the 3 tile gap. You just make a 4 tile gap here, you jump, preferably a straight jump, but yeah. You pick up the item. Don't be a hero here, just go to this ledge, do a careful straight jump. And you can jump directly and shoot these 2 and get up in the tile. It's risky. I would just go to the edge here, do a straight jump, shoot a couple of these. Go do a straight jump there, and you do one of these again, and you're up there. Straight jump, and you're out. So yeah, it's the bad news is that it just takes a lot of practice to do these straight jumps in and out of the tower. The good news is that at some point it just clicks and it becomes pretty easy and pretty consistent. Now, the other thing I want to mention is that these jumps that you do out of the tower and in again, out of a narrow gap, they are useful throughout the game. So you won't be practicing it just for this room. You'll be using that all throughout the game. That's how you do the fast escape, like this. That's how you get out of this situation. When you get 2 frozen enemies on top of each other. And this is also how you get out of this room, right here. And you can do that in no time at all, you know. Yeah, see, I messed it up, but yeah. Wave beam is janky, as we know, but instead of moving all the way through the room, getting hit by these awful rippers right there. And yeah, that's it. So practice your straight jumps. They're useful anywhere. I hope I covered everything now. If not, just hit me up with a question. Right, take care.